What is up, guys? This is the Overleveled Podcast, episode 72. And we are missing a member, and that is Talade. He will not be here for this episode. His wisdom tooth, either it is, I believe, growing in, or no, wisdom tooth is coming out. So he's, in pain at the moment. So yeah, we do have Blessed Red making another guest appearance. I'm not gonna lie, Red. One day I might make you a member. One day, if you want it.
Oh man,
If you want
He
that
gonna
shit.
take my spot, dog.
Oh no, he ain't taking your spot, Jacob. We do
Oh,
need a new
be
member, though.
replaced.
this man Jigga's trying to get off on the plug. He's like, "Oh, he's taking my spot. I bet." Chill, Jigga. What are you doing?
Nah, no one gets paid on this podcast. I don't even get paid for this channel. But we have a couple of interesting topics to talk about, and shout out to DMV fans showing up. You're an amazing guy, even though you like Captain Marvel. But let's continue. I guess we're gonna go with the small topics, right? There has only been a couple of big topics, but I guess we start with the whole Call of Duty 2020 release, which I believe that's Sledgehammer Games is supposed to be doing a Call of Duty game and with Raven Software or something like that. And they're having development problems, so their game is going to be pushed back. And they're basically having Treyarch put out another game for 2020, which is kind of insane because they just put out a game for Black Ops 4 a year ago. Well, not a year ago. You know what I mean? Like a couple months, maybe 6 months. Last year, right?
Yeah.
But that means they only have either a year or 2 years in development for their game, which that's going to be a lot of crunch time. And I don't know if they're going to use the campaign that they didn't finish to put in their new Black Ops game or what. But that to me just sounds bad. It just shows that Call of Duty is starting to fall apart with its yearly cycle. And what's going to happen when like all their development studios can't pull out a game and have to, delay their games? That just shows like how bad I feel Activision is able to manage their studios. And I don't think that Activision should continue making Call of Duty a yearly franchise. Do it something very similar to, I guess, Assassin's Creed, have it not yearly, every other year or something like that, even though I don't like the Assassin's Creed games anymore. But Jacob, what do you think about this? How'd you react to the news about Call of Duty 2020?
I mean, I really don't care. I don't play Call of Duty games. Mm-hmm. But what I feel like this is going to lead to is not that they're going to go bi-yearly. They're just going to cut a whole bunch of content until they can get it like quick as they can. So it's going to be bare minimum the improvements they actually make to the game, if they make any at all, just to get it out, because they make too much money selling to try to take a year off. Like, that's a lot of revenue they would lose out on. So I definitely don't see them doing that, even though it would probably help them make better products that maybe more people would drop less like often. Like, you'll probably playing it longer because like it's more content. It's a better game, less cheese, but yeah, I don't see them ever like going past yearly or whatever they do. Like, don't they do? Because they got like 3 studios doing this. So
it's Sledgehammer, Infinity War, and Treyarch.
So you get like what, 3 years to make it or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't ever see them going past that because unless they somehow get another studio, but I don't see that happening.
Yeah. What about you, Red? I know you're into first-person shooters like Rainbow Six Siege. I don't know if you're a COD fan or whatnot.
I've only played 2 of them. I played 3, Black Ops 3, and I played Black Ops 4.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like eventually they're fucked. I think the cash cow is gonna start to slowly decline. I don't know if the casual market is still willing to stay with COD. For now they are, but yeah, like the hardcore COD fans, I think they're like switching over to other games and shit. Because I mean, like the big point of Black Ops 4 was the blackout mode. it was good, but how long did it keep people's attention for? I know they have like certain updates that come back and whatever, but like, I mean, Fortnite and Apex are they're doing big. So I don't know how long. I don't know. I don't know how long they're gonna keep their attention, but yeah, I heard that the story that they're gonna do for the 2020 COD was like scraps of what was potentially the Black Ops 4 story.
So Sledgehammer was going to use Treyarch's story into their own game.
No, I mean, well, no, I mean like the people that are taking over the
Oh, you're talking
story.
about Treyarch.
Yeah, Treyarch.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, take that with a grain of salt. I forgot where I even heard that from, but
I think that's like just the general consensus is they're gonna finish that story and we put it into Call of Duty Black Ops 5.
Yeah,
that's what I'm assuming. I could be wrong, but I don't like Call of Duty. And yeah, by the way, Red, Blessed Red, we got a dislike because you're on this podcast.
Oh wow.
My meds.
It was mad. He hating, dog.
Wow, mad you a hoe. All right, fair.
Hey man.
Fair enough. But yeah, COD, I don't know. Everything has to die at some point. It's gonna die. Maybe, I don't know if it's like 3 years from now or not, but like I feel like at least 5 years from now, you're gonna see a solid decrease in the not the money it makes. Well, how much units it sells. It's not gonna sell as many as before.
Yeah, copies. I mean, they'll get their revenues through microtransactions, of course.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, it don't matter how many copies they sell, as long as they have cash cows who are willing to throw a whole bunch of money towards microtransactions.
Yeah.
Like you have to fucking like people paying like a little dot for like what, like $1 or something like that. I don't fucking know. Like it's crazy,
especially if they keep with the premium passes and shit. That shit's fucking $50 each game.
Oh
the
yeah,
game comes
they
out
get
every
that
year.
shit, and everyone buys it. Everyone buys that pass.
Yeah, it's like buying two. It's like buying 2 games. So.
Yeah. That's low key BS. It's like you buy the game, then you have to buy the maps, and then it's like you have to buy like the little fucking cosmetic stuff. It's like all that is BS, bro.
Yeah.
Spend $150 on one game, and then they have another one releasing the next year. Yeah, I never understood like buying yearly. Well, to be fair, I did buy like Assassin's Creed yearly at one point, but I didn't buy it like on like when it released yearly. I bought it like a few months later. But I don't understand that concept of buying shit yearly anymore. Not anymore. I don't understand it. I never was a COD person like that. I'd rather get a really good multiplayer that they keep innovating on and trying to improve at all times. That's why like Overwatch is popular. Rocket League's popular. You know.
Yeah.
Fortnite.
Yeah. I feel that like I won't be getting the next Call of Duty game. I mean, besides we have Infinity War, I'm definitely not gonna get the Treyarch game. I don't know. I feel like Treyarch is talented, but they're wasting their talents making Call of Duty games. You know,
I would like honestly, I would like all those Activision all those devs to just get like just do something else. I want to see where their talents can go in first person shooters. Like look what in Titanfall is. Like those people, what was that? Original Respawn team or something? So or the original Infinity Ward team or whatever. Like look at what they did. That's a great shooter right there. So it's like, damn, you're just stuck making COD games all the time.
Yeah, I mean, Treyarch also made Spider-Man 2, so their talent could definitely they can expand and make like a brand new IP and stuff.
True,
but Activision don't give a shit about that shit.
Let's be honest, Spider-Man 2 is. I love Spider-Man 2, but it's not that good of a game.
I still think the web swinging. Okay, I haven't played Spider-Man 2 in a while, but last I remember, I played it like 4 or 5 years ago, and that web swinging was still pretty damn good.
Yeah, the web swinging is good, but the combat is mad fucking simple.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was the basis of the formula for Batman Arkham Asylum. You know,
Yeah, but
Spider Sense and the dodge with I think it was circle instead of triangle in that game.
yeah,
So
but you know, Batman like
I know it
added so much
perfected it
shit to
more.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to the Spider-Man 2 formula because a lot of people are like, nah, Batman created this type of combat. I was like, no,
yeah,
Spider-Man
Spider-Man
2 did
2.
it, but Arkham perfected it, which I can agree to.
Yeah.
So let's get into, I guess, the next topic, um, and this has to, I guess, do with. No, we could talk about it. We'll talk about the partnership, right? So I'm hearing a lot of things, right? I'm hearing so much right now. I heard it's a deal. Then I heard it's a 10-year deal. Like it's not like fully through. There, it's not like being signed yet between Sony and Microsoft about them using the cloud and the Azure servers. And then I also heard PlayStation was not a part of this deal whatsoever. It's actually from the top head of the Sony CEO that made this deal with Microsoft. So
Um,
I need to like hear more details
it's
coming out because it's like different sets of details every freaking day
I
about
saw an article. I don't. It's there's no partnership from what I saw. I saw a article that said there's no partnership.
So I'm just so confused.
Like you're not gonna see any Sony games on like any Xbox platform anytime
Oh
soon.
yeah, no, I agree with
That's not
that.
happening.
So I'm confused because I knew that wasn't a part of the deal. I knew that Sony was
My,
they're gonna
Microsoft,
partner up on streaming, but then I also heard that it's not a
yeah,
done deal.
yeah, like it's just to help out like the streaming service. Like they're gonna help them out with servers. It's not like they're getting games.
Yeah.
Microsoft is not gonna get games. They're just trying to help out, PS Now.
Yeah.
And what Sony wants PS Now to be. That's all.
Yeah.
But my problem with this is like, hasn't Microsoft was Xbox Live going down more than PlayStation this year?
Yeah, this year I think it has.
So why would you trust their servers if they can't even keep their shit from going down? So like
Well,
that's
I
what's
mean,
looking.
Sony shit is not. It's not much better. It's gotten better, but I mean, like Microsoft has notoriously been more secure and more consistent than Sony. I
Not
mean,
these years, not this year at least.
well, yeah, not this year, but I'm talking about in like PS3 lifetime, Xbox
Oh yeah,
360
okay, we can
lifetime. Like
agree.
I'm talking about in general. Like they've been more consistent, so I don't see any problem with them helping out.
Me, it's like
But
I
it's
don't
like,
know.
why would I want to be helped?
You're
Like,
only
yes,
you're only looking
before,
you're only looking at recent times. Like look at the like last year, the year before
but
last year.
recent
Like
is all that matters. It's like I don't care if you was like the best NBA player fucking 3 years ago. What are you doing now?
Yeah.
If you're not the best now, then why would I care?
because they still need help.
My thing is, I think
They're not going to get it from Nintendo. Not going to
my,
get good servers from Nintendo.
my
I
whole
mean,
issue.
Amazon got good servers. What you mean? Like,
Oh,
well, actually, they really don't.
Nintendo servers.
Nintendo
Yeah,
servers
dude,
are
Smash.
ass.
That was
They
pitiful.
don't have
When
servers.
Joker, a
Well, I said
Or
DLC
they're
character,
good ones.
that thing went down. You couldn't even get the DLC character the next day.
Exactly. You couldn't even go on the fucking store.
That was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Can't
But
do
no,
anything with Nintendo.
do we see a problem that the Sony higher ups did this and PlayStation wasn't aware at all about this deal taking place or like this potential deal to take place?
I mean, I don't see a problem with it because that's what business is. It's like the top makes the decisions, and then they tell you. They come down and say, "Look, this decision we made."
Yeah,
With it.
business is
deal with
business. Though.
Okay, do you think Phil Spencer was aware about this deal or did he find out the same as PlayStation did?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure it's like Microsoft, like the top Microsoft and the top
Yeah,
of
the
Sony.
actual president. Yeah, both. Yeah.
Got together and was like, "Look, we need this." They was like, "Okay, we got you," and that's with it. Like the lower management people probably didn't hear shit until like later.
Like even
they
the
came
top
out.
head PlayStation, the top head Xbox, which is Phil Spencer, and then I forgot the new president of PlayStation, the guy from that was like the Europe guy that then became PlayStation, the head of Europe division. I don't know what his name is. It used to be Andrew House. You know where I'm getting at. But that's crazy though.
I got a
think
question.
like both would know and both would do.
Do y'all think this is like a way to help them do crossplay easier?
Crossplay, it can lead to
Like,
that, but I don't.
Yeah, like
That's not.
their servers are like they know how each of the other servers work. Like they can like
Yeah, I think
somehow.
I think it could be a part of it. I don't think that's the main reason.
I mean, I know I'm not. I know it's not probably like the main reason. But I'm just wondering if that could come from it. Like maybe like not this gen because like Sony's still on their shit, but maybe next gen when like they kind of got like the dickheadishness out of them. Like we get more crossplay. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping though.
Maybe.
Yeah, but then see, my thing is, isn't Project xCloud from what we saw in I think it was on Inside Xbox with the woman playing the demo of Forza.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
That was looking really spooky.
She wasn't even playing it.
She was saying she was playing it. That's how she was playing it.
You can tell from what.
No, it was. Yeah,
she definitely wasn't.
Yeah,
So it was just a regular, like I guess, a video, just randomly being played.
Yeah,
pretending to play.
I think some of the time she was like not even like pressing the button or something, and like shit was happening. So I mean, she was like it was. There's videos online like demonstrating it.
She was tapping the trigger, and the car was like going consistently, like it was like, bro.
Yeah, I did see that.
That was hella spooky. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how the partnership will like what are they going to do? Implement the server into PS Now, like the Gaikai servers, or that's like my whole
bro.
question.
I think they're fucking straight up ditching Gaikai.
You think they're gonna like? That's a like. How much does Sony spend on Gaikai?
They spent 450 million.
Okay,
I didn't even realize Meds joined.
Yeah,
hey, what's up? What's up, fellas?
What's up?
That was good, fam.
Hey, what's up, Jigga? But yeah, it looks like honestly, the reason why they probably went with Microsoft is like maybe that Gaikai stuff is like outdated. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They probably did a bad job like keeping it current and making it future proof.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck it, let's cut our losses. It'll probably be cheaper to work with these guys than to build up our own infrastructure. Let's just do that instead.
Yeah.
Or they could be working with Microsoft to fix because Microsoft is a software company, so they may know how to fix it that they can't, like Sony has proven, like when it comes to software, not game software, but like their hardware software, they suck at fixing shit. So maybe they're going to Microsoft like, look, we have this. We don't know how to fix it. Can you help us? And Microsoft was like, yes, we can. I mean, that's just a guess.
Yeah.
But we don't know.
So
yeah, we'll see, man.
Yeah, so did you guys see those also articles saying that it's a 10-year like agreement that's like hasn't been it's done an actual contract or
it's an agreement that is not written down essentially.
Okay. Like
it's one of those handshake under the table agreements,
Okay.
But that's all it's ever going to be. It's not like we're going to see a contract being signed in the future. This is the agreement. There's not going to be a new
it's
agreement.
like I guess Sony CEO, if they say they don't like this, how it's being handled, then they'll just be like
they can bounce.
Just say no.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because you're not contractually tied.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess we can talk about the Xbox E3 leak. This is based on RAND sources, which is like a NeoGAF. So I guess I'd go into it. They're supposedly this is what this person's saying. Halo Infinite. There's going to be a new trailer, info dump, and a holiday 2020 release, which will be cross-gen. Gears 5 full gameplay reveal, demo walkthrough, multiplayer, and September release date is indeed real. This is also grain of salt because we did get the leak about that it's going to come out the same day as Borderlands 3. Then we have Gears Tactics info dump plus new trailer and release date for PC later this year, because of course we know that the release date for PC, because this is a PC game, it's not coming to Xbox. Maybe it'll come to Xbox in a later date. I don't know. Ori and the Will of the Wisp final trailer with final release date for later this year. That's great. It's a good game. Bleeding Edge, Ninja Theory's next game, and he's saying I'm hearing two conflicting reports. One saying that's a co-op horde-like sci-fi shooter with aliens across different planets and test boss fights, and another that it's an arena multiplayer PvP game. Have no 100% confirmation yet on what exactly it is. One thing for sure, that it is indeed a game in sci-fi universe, and most likely a cross-gen title as well for 2020. And then the Outer Worlds is going to be info dump, new gameplay trailer, and release date. And Cyberpunk 2077, a progress update with a new gameplay trailer and a targeted date.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's going to be, I guess it's going to be a release window when they say targeted date. So I'm going to assume May. That's when it comes out. Age of Empires. I can't.
For Cyberpunk?
What for?
You said a release.
It says a targeted date, so I'm going to assume it's a release window.
Oh.
You know, Age of Empires. I think that's 4. I think, or is that 6? I don't know. I can't understand Roman numerals. My bad, guys. Info dump. Gameplay reveal and 2020 release. Okay, Fable. This is nothing new or real secret at this point. Honestly, worst kept secret. This was leaked back in end of 2017, early 2018 on Eurogamer, if I'm not mistaken. It was said that Playgrounds is working on an open world game, and then later speculated that it was Fable. However, it was not confirmed if it was 100% Fable, but just rather open world RPG. Some people are hoping that it's not Fable and a brand new open world RPG IP, and of course, the Fable fans do want it to be Fable. However, I can now confirm that it is indeed a Fable game. Some speculate it's actually Fable 4. But the reality is that's a new beginning for the Fable franchise. The game started development in late 2017. It has been in development now for a little over 2 years. It is a next-gen game only, and you will most likely not see it until 2021 at retail at the earliest. You'll see a glimpse of a small teaser trailer, most likely at this year's E3. And in 2020, you will see much more of the game. Sea of Thieves. They confirmed in one of their recent dev updates on their official Sea of Thieves YouTube channel that they will be in teaser mode for the upcoming Sea of Thieves content at this year's E3. That's boring. Battletoads, they were announced this year with a 2019 release date. We will see gameplay and finally see how the game looks, plays, and feels, along with a final release target as well. Battletoads, we literally only had a JPEG for it, so I need to see more. Project xCloud, you got info dump, public test dates, and rollouts. So this will be Microsoft's one of the biggest, if not biggest, focus this year prior to next-gen system launches. This is where we'll be helping them get ready for a solid year or so before new systems get out in the wild. Then we have Xbox Larkheart / Xbox Anaconda Scorpio style reveal, similar to E3 2016 Scorpio / Xbox One X tease. No physical look at the console, but a baseline of specs, including teraflops, RAM, bandwidth, CPU, SSD, and of course ray tracing.
Gotta get those teraflops.
Exactly. Sony hasn't revealed their teraflops, so if they do that, Microsoft, they might one up Microsoft if they do. Who knows? Full reveal, most likely next year. We're still a year and a half from the launch of the next-gen systems, and there are still many third-party, first-party titles to come out yet on current-gen systems. But yes, the tease and the obvious semi-reveal at this point is well on its way. And then he says it's going to be a big party with Microsoft being the only console manufacturer that's holding a physical E3 conference this year. Expect a lot of new third-party stuff. I mean, I kind of felt like that was expected. What has a high chance of happening? All right, this is where stuff gets interesting. These are things that I like to consider a rather high probability of happening based on what I heard / saw / conversations had. None of this is confirmed, so take it with a grain of salt. Make Assault game. Next up, Forza Motorsport / Forza expansion number 2. Capcom next big title. It could either be the Resident Evil 3 remake or Resident Evil 8. More Japanese games / teams. We all know how the Xbox fans support their Japanese games. It's gonna be a big yikes.
Mm-hmm.
And what has a small possibility of happening? Next gen rare IP. Could we actually care about another rare video game because of what we've seen from Sea of Thieves and their Xbox Connect games. That's just me, though. Perfect Dark reboot of the franchise, but this time in third-person view as opposed to first-person. So it's going to be developed by another team instead of Rare. Xbox Game Studios. He's saying that he knows that 3 studios have been approached at some point in time, either for an offer or an actual acquisition that's currently being processed. IO Interactive, they're being approached / being bought, or Relic Entertainment. They literally are dedicated to RTS's games, so they just want another one. So I guess they want to obtain them. Asobo, we don't know about that studio. Not happening would be a CD Projekt Red and Creative Assembly, and the rumored is Blue Point, which they're have worked on a lot of Sony remasters as well as Shadow Colossus remake. I don't consider that remake, remastered, and Platinum Games and 4A Games, which are the developers of the Metro Exodus series, and that is it for the league, I guess. What is our opinions on these leaks? Do you think this is going to be a great E3 showing for Microsoft? What do you, I guess, look forward to from this? Or do you think this is, average? Or is this is it what you expected their E3 to be?
That was really long.
Yep.
I don't, fuck. That's hard to remember everything. All I gotta say is I'm looking forward to Cyberpunk. And I don't know. That was fucking long. Halo, new Halo stuff.
That's a link where you can
Interesting.
find all of that.
Gear stuff, interesting. I want the release date for Ori, of course. I played Ori and Blind Forest recently. That game's amazing. Perfect Dark, I want to play that. I don't know. I want a third person, a Perfect Dark. Fuck it. That sounds cool. I want to try that out. Fable 4 rumors, lol. 2021 release. Damn.
Yeah.
Now I see why they haven't talked about it. I felt like that was like fucking rumored like 10 years ago.
Mhm.
Or not like 10 years ago, but like a long ass time ago. But it just never came out. I know they've been rumoring like a fucking Splinter Cell, but that shit.
Yeah, no one knows if that's actually going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good though. It sounds like that shit's gonna be long as fuck. But also the Project Lockhart shit. I don't know.
And it kind of says Lockhart. They're just going to show the teraflops. And
Yeah, they're gonna say teraflops and ray tracing. I'm
ray
like,
tracing
bruh.
and the AMD core processor and the GPU. But my thing is, are they going to actually show the numbers? Because then that gives Sony.
I feel like they're gonna talk about like their speed. They have to talk about the speed of the console now, like the SSD. If it has to have an SSD and it has to be comparable to the PS5, because if it's not, that's gonna be
the leak is saying SSD. So
yeah, it has to be comparable though, like pretty comparable.
Because Sony's saying theirs is a custom, like a different custom SSD. Like it's not like a one. I guess you buy from.
They probably got a custom made for PS4, PS5.
Yeah, so I don't know what that means. It's like I guess a new type of SSD. I don't know.
I know it supports the PCI or PCI whatever 4.0. So it's probably in like a top maybe not top of the line, but like pretty high up there.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What about you? What do you think about these leaks? Anything stand out to you, or you're just like, eh?
I want to when they show Gears 5, they only going to show single player allegedly. So I don't care about that. Gears Tactic don't care. Ori looks good from the first one. I never played that one, so Bleeding Edge. I want to see. I want to see what Bleeding Edge looks like. All the worlds. I want to see more of that. Like I plan on getting it, but you never know. I may see something later and be like, I don't want to play that. But they made New Vegas, which was okay. So want to see that. Cyberpunk. I mean, look, it don't matter if they show that or not. I'm definitely getting that.
Facts.
The Fable reboot. Now that's where I'm kind of iffy because I played all the other Fables and I enjoyed those games. It's like I want them to reboot it, but at the same time, I kind of don't because it's like if they don't do it like Fable and if it's not Fable and they basically just created another name and left the Fable where it was, the Fable franchise where it was, but yeah.
Mhm.
But don't care about Sea of Thieves. That game is boring. It's the worst. I really wish they won't let that game die, but I guess they're not because it's like even if people don't play it consistently, maybe they'll keep going back and forth with Game Pass to play it every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Most of the other stuff I don't care about. Let me see. The acquisitions like that, I don't. I hope that's not true, because like they just bought these new studios, and I'd rather them dump money into the studios they just bought, rather than like trying to buy more studios. It's like
Yeah, they have enough now. Like honestly, they have definitely enough studios.
Yeah.
12
like
is or 12 plus. That's definitely enough. You are fine. Like
it's like just put money into them, let them see if they gonna do something. Like give them I don't know. I can't say 4 or 5 years because like maybe the first game they make is trash, but they come back with a good game. So I don't know.
yeah, you
But
got to
like
give them time.
time to like make some games, see if they have talent or not. If not, then let them go. Shut them down and take the people who are actually good and put them to other studios. And whoever else wasn't carrying their weight, then let them go.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you
Sorry.
say about it, Reda?
I mean, it's like to be expected. That's how I feel. It's like I feel like we already knew XCloud was going to be a thing. The systems. Um, I didn't think they were going to show Age of Empires. I thought that was going to be a PC thing, but whatever. Cyberpunk, what that was expected. Outer Worlds. Yeah, that was expected just because Microsoft owns Obsidian, but their game's going multi-platform because of the contracts that are already set in motion with like 2K and stuff. Ori the Will of the Wisp, I'm hyped for that. Gears Tactics could care less. Gears 5, I don't know. Campaign, I'm just like, ugh. Like unless they like it's really good, then I'm hyped for it.
But that multiplayer though,
I don't know. Like sometimes I love the multiplayer, sometimes I don't.
I've been playing it recently, and I've always made fun of Gears of War multiplayer for being just a
Mhm.
shotgun sim, but it's pretty fun until it gets
That
boring now.
that game has random damage generation. I don't care what
Yeah, that
nobody. It's
the
like,
shotgun pellets,
it's
like
like oh,
the how they hit, that it kind of is annoying. Like I feel like I'm spot on, hit them, do
Yeah.
70 damage. They hit me in the exact same like at the exact same time, and they do just instantly kill me. It's like okay, yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Fun game though.
But about the new Xbox, I wonder if because I was watching I don't think it was Linus or somebody, and they was talking about like the newer SSDs which are cheaper to make, but they're like uh lower quality parts, like so that they won't last as long as other SSDs. But
Yeah,
they're so I wonder if that's what they're going to use in the new systems.
I got the SSD that he was talking about in that video, the Intel 660p.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh,
oh, there, yeah. What he said is true and all, but it depends on like, I don't think the lifespan will be that worse. Like the reason that Samsung obviously has like expensive ass SSDs is because they like last 6 years or some shit.
and
But
if you
this
think
SSDs, they
about
may last
that,
like 3 or 4 years, and they might be like relying on like I don't know a mid-gen upgrade if the fucking your SSD starts to fuck up. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to say, like, if you think about it, the new console generations are probably not going to last that long, so it probably won't have a chance to die out before it's like a new console comes out.
Yeah. At least that. Yeah.
That's what
And
they probably hope for.
it's good that good SSDs are getting cheap. Like I watched a video of like a very low costing SSD versus like a Samsung one at 860. I know it's not like the top of the line, but it's pretty high end, and the differences in time are like fucking minuscule. At most, like at most 4 seconds in difference. At least like literally 30 milliseconds. So at least for gaming, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all we have to say about that. So the next thing I guess we can talk about is, I guess, the leaks that the Sony conference or some sort of like boardroom meeting for Sony just got leaked. Someone's just like recording the shit out of it, and I'm just like, okay. And they were showing the actual PlayStation 5 dev kit with the PlayStation 4 Pro, and like Mark Cerny, it's true. He wasn't saying anything like a lie. And that's what I find interesting with this leak. It correlates or corroborates his statement regarding the load times. We see the video for Spider-Man and how the PS4 Pro has like pop-ins and stuff like that when they were moving through the city, and like it takes like 8 seconds for it to load, and then like straight up the PS5 was fired up and it was like 0.83 seconds or something like that.
Yeah, I don't think Mark Cerny was ever a person to like lie.
Yeah, but
You
a
know?
lot of people are just like, nah, man, that can't be real.
Like I don't understand why you can't take the person that's actually working on the PS4's architecture in the actual system. Like people believe leaks before they believe actual factual from the person himself. Like that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, and then some people are trying to say like, oh no, this is also fake. It's like, bro, this is like a boardroom meeting.
It's because
There's no way, dude.
Console people have never experienced SSDs, so they're like, no way, it's that fast. Like, yeah, it is.
Yeah. What else did they say? They said that they're supporting live streaming, not live streaming, streaming games as well as physical media as well as digital games. So they said they want to give options to their consumers for next generation. They said that they're going to, I believe, either create more studios, buy new studios, and they kind of showed like not an infographic, but they showed like a comparison between like Metacritic scores of their previous games. It just shows, like Uncharted 3 compared to Uncharted 4, and the God of War games compared to each other, and some other games, I think. And they're just saying that they're going to focus heavily on their first party titles, and also release their games that they're currently being developed, such as Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us, and Death Stranding. Will release for the PS4, and they see the PS4 having a lifespan of 3 more years of, I guess, support until they cut that support. But overall, it was very much a good, and they were talking about how backwards compatibility is a key success to they think for the PS5. So I think that's a good thing for them to do. That's just me. But overall, like, it was a leak for the boardroom meeting or something like that. Overall, but yeah, I thought it was good to get reconfirmation and all that. And hopefully people don't say, oh, they're lying again. They're lying. Boardroom meetings, bunch of lies, dude. It's like, nah,
people
dude,
are stupid, dog. I don't know.
That's illegal, dude. If they lie to the investors and stuff like that.
They're going to have to pay a lot of money.
I mean, maybe they're not lying like that. They could be spreading the truth a little thin, like... Like you're not lying, but you're exaggerating on how fast things are going to be.
But did you see the video?
If they showed,
yeah, I seen the video. I mean, it looked nice, but Look kind of spooky, dog. That's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I
What
don't
kind
know.
of spooky? I don't know.
It didn't like load in like fucking like 2 seconds. Like, it was like 8 seconds or something.
Well, the
Yeah,
PS4 Pro was 8
the
seconds.
PS4 Pro is running a standard ass hard drive,
Yeah.
and
I don't
it's
know,
not even just that. Like, I don't know what you call it, but like, I don't know. The memory isn't like that fast. So like, even if it's been tested, even if you like hook a fast SSD, external SSD to your PS4, the load times are still not going to be that like what you see on PC, like hard drive versus SSD. They're not going to be that extensive because the limitations of like the memory or whatever on the PS4. So like, it makes perfect sense to be like 8 seconds versus a second. Like that makes sense to me. I don't know.
Yeah, less than a second.
Yeah.
So personally, it's like I believe it. I don't think they said anything wrong with that meeting from the leaks or anything like that. Nothing to give me any cause of concern.
Yeah, no. PS4 living for another 3 years though. What do you think its lifespan is going to end at?
I mean, I say 3. Like, what do you mean by lifespan? Because
Or I
people
mean,
have
like
different
the
definitions.
final
Like,
sales, the final like their
okay.
last like, oh, we stop. We're gonna stop selling, or we're gonna stop creating the PS4. So and this is the final sales. Like, what do you think? What do you think it's gonna be?
The sales numbers. I think they're definitely hitting 100 million by this year.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Will it beat the PS2? I don't think so. I mean, like they're gonna have to. What did PS2 sell? 150 million?
150. Yeah.
Okay. No, I don't see it. It'll get close. I think it'll sell at the end like 130 mil, maybe 140.
130. Yeah, I agree with that. 130.
Like, but who
130.
knows? Maybe The Last of Us will push a bunch of units for it. I can't.
People just all of a sudden like, oh, I want to get a PS4 now.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you didn't want to get a PS4 in any other game? That's
true.
The fact that people are still buying the PS4 is a mystery to me.
Yep, I don't understand that either.
It could be like we don't know what you call them, like the
kids
cheaper
that have no
country.
money.
Yeah, like where.
Well,
they found
also remember that some countries had like to pay a lot more money than others, so maybe
yeah,
for themselves. So then they're like, "Oh shit!" Now like it's actually affordable.
yeah, like fucking like Brazil and shit.
Yeah,
fucking consoles cost like 4 times as much as they do here.
yeah. So maybe that's why too.
True.
But yeah, that's really it for that leak. I'm surprised they didn't say shit. It's like, hey, whoever's doing that, you're fucking going to jail. No, I highly doubt they would say that shit. But I think
I mean, it could be an inside job though, because maybe they're trying to.
Maybe Sony wanted to leak it themselves. I don't know.
Yeah, put Xbox on their fucking heels, dog.
That's true.
Like,
I mean, it is good publicity for them. So
it's like, let's
Yeah.
definitely leak this.
Yeah. So I guess we could talk. Oh man, Red Dead Redemption 2 having a showdown mode and stuff like that. I'm surprised this game's still getting support for online.
I didn't even look at that. The new update. I literally played Red Dead Redemption 2 multiplayer for a day and then never played it again because it's just not. It's not fun, and there wasn't enough to do, and yeah, I don't know. It was enjoyable playing with friends, but besides being with friends, that it's like the Sea of Thieves effect. Like anything is fun if you're playing with friends, but the actual content, like the multiplayer modes that were in day one, were boring. Just generic deathmatch, and along with like the the input lag and like there was no like there was all auto aim lobbies. There was no separation between free aim and auto aim. So it's like I wanted to use free aim, but I would just get destroyed because all you have to do is auto aim and then look slightly up and you get a free headshot. So it's like, yeah. Only good game mode when I was playing was like the bow game mode in the forest. I thought that was cool. It's like a battle royale with bows, but yeah. Like trash. Single player was much better.
So
What I'm gonna say, what I didn't like about it is the grind is fucking OP, but most missions you get like $2-3, and like the guns are like $300 or $400, $500. You have to go,
Yeah,
like
that
that
was
is
OD. I was
BS.
not gonna be a part of that grind either. They were like, oh, here's $5, or my bad, here's 5 gold. And then it was like, oh, you want to buy horse insurance? Give me that fucking 5 gold. It's like, bruh, what? So I can't even have multiple horses? Like, I think the first horse you get free horse insurance. But after that, you have to pay 5 gold for each. I'm like, that gold fiasco in the first few weeks was ridiculous. That shit was busted.
My brother just played it recently. He was talking about how they give him like 45 gold, and he was like, "Oh, let me see how much an outfit for." And he was like, "To get an outfit, it was gonna cost him all the gold they gave him." Like, bro,
Exactly.
bullshit.
They they do special events. Oh, you just getting online will give you 100 gold. Cool story. When I buy 2 items and that 100 gold is fucking gone. It disappears.
This, bro. But again, I can't blame nobody but us as gamers who keep buying their microtransactions and letting them get away with it.
Yeah.
Dude, I blame the casuals. I don't blame myself, dude. That's them.
I
Shoot.
mean, casual are still gamers, so it's like
Yeah.
even though we don't want to consider them part of us, they are.
I'm not gonna lie, I buy microtransactions, but I don't buy them for every game. I pick and choose what I buy them for. Like I buy them for Siege because I enjoy the content. And the microtransactions I buy are only cosmetic. I'm completely fine with that. They keep adding more content, and I'm fine with giving them my money. It's harmony. So I don't. But like, just the egregious microtransactions, all right, you can go somewhere else with that. But that's not gonna stop me from playing a game though. I still bought and played Battlefront 2. I enjoyed it, but I haven't played it since.
Oh man, can we kick them off?
Oh, it's like that. I play what I want to play. It doesn't matter. Like what that Borderlands 3 asshole, the fucking head dev. I don't care what the fuck he says. If the game is fun, I'll play it. Fuck. It's my enjoyment. I don't care what he says. That's politics. That's politics, huh?
But this man just buy a microtransaction. No, I'm not gonna kick you. But I feel. I mean, it's your decision. You do what you want with your money. It is what it is. So interesting enough, Sony's doing crossplay with PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. So with backwards compatible games, you'll play with other people on like PlayStation 4. So do we care about this? Yes, no. I mean, it makes sense to me.
Backwards compatibility. It makes
Like
sense.
cross progression, or cross play and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that makes perfect sense. Yeah. All of it.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine you bought a PS5 and it's like only like fucking 100 people PS5.
Like,
yeah,
bro,
that'd be
I can't play
garbage,
no
dog.
one.
Just because those 100 people bought a PS5 don't mean they're going to buy the game you want to play. So it's like it would be suck. It's like 2-3 people online and you're trying to play and you can't get a lobby.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. I wonder what they're gonna do with certain games like Destiny 2. That game is 30 FPS. They're gonna just have that bitch on PS5 60, or they're gonna be like 4K 30.
No,
No,
dude,
just
I
try
mean,
to keep it even.
actually, I'm pretty sure that game could do 4K 60 on the next gen systems.
Well, I'm just saying,
No.
like keep it even in terms of like the frame rate. Are they gonna? You think they're gonna like
Dude,
go to
if
60
I
or
was a
like
PlayStation 5 owner, I'd be like, nah, fam. I bought this
the Pro can do 60, but because that would put the base console people at a disadvantage, they nerfed it to 30.
Damn.
Yeah.
If you want to play 60, you gotta get on PC.
That's true.
So yeah, they would nerf it, bro. It sucks, but that's the way they have to do it. I mean, they don't have to. They could but then they will get so much back cry. It's like it's not even worth it.
Nah, you ain't getting back cry from me. I'll tell you that for.
I haven't noticed like from PS3 to PS4. I know Last of Us Remastered doesn't have the same player base as Last of Us on PS3. But if it did, that'd be interesting because the 60 FPS versus 30.
Mm-hmm. All right. So there's more Sony news, which is interesting. Sony is not Sony, Well, no, it's actually Sony. So it's weird. So Sony is creating a division to create content for PlayStation users to watch TV and stuff like that. Did you guys hear about this? That they're like creating like TVs and movies for like
For gamers?
for the games, yeah, for gamers. Like I don't know, like an Uncharted like TV show. I don't know something.
That shit sounds cursed.
Like I'm trying to
Keep it
find
real
the
with you.
actual like.
Well, you said
Okay,
a TV or
Sony Interactive Entertainment has launched PlayStation Production, a new production studio focused on creating content for film and TV based on PlayStation video game properties, headed by Assad Bosch. So that's that. So how do we feel about that? Sony Interactive creating, I guess, PlayStation Productions.
That shit sounds cursed. Video game movies suck. And I mean, and like TV shows, they are like TV series, they would have to spend a shit ton of money in that to make it actually like worthwhile. You can't just do no low production shit for that. So I feel like it's an unneeded allocation of money for them.
but to me, don't they have like already have like the studios and shit?
And also, he's saying, I think I forgot this. They were saying with a library of more than 100 original properties ranging from adventure to sci-fi to action to mystery to horror, PlayStation Production has a wide breadth of content ripe for adaptation. Instead of licensing our IP out to studios, we felt the better approach was for us to develop and produce for ourselves. One, because we're more familiar, but also because we know what the PlayStation community loves.
I can understand that. But
Yeah, it says for the last year and a half to 2 years, we spent time trying to understand the industry, talking to writers, directors, producers. We talked to film producer Lorenzo D. Oh my gosh, D. Bonaventura and Kevin Feige to really get an understanding of the industry. We looked at what Marvel has done, taking the world of comic books and making it into the biggest thing in the film world. Says Sean Layden. It would be a lofty goal to say we're following in their footsteps, but certainly we're taking inspiration from them. He adds that the landscape in Hollywood has changed, blah, blah, blah. And video game film adaptations have traditionally been fraught in the past. Big budget efforts like 2016's Assassin's Creed or Warcraft bombed the box office and earned weak reviews. And then they said, you can see by just watching older video game adaptations that the screenwriter or director didn't understand that world of the gaming thing, Layden says. The real challenge is how do you take 80 hours of gameplay and make it into a movie? The answer is you don't.
yeah,
What you do is take that ethos you write from there specifically for the film audience. You don't try to retell a game in a movie.
mm-hmm.
And then he says PlayStation titles such as Tomb Raider, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Metal Gear Solid, Uncharted, God of War, The Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, and many others have grossed billions worldwide and sold millions of copies. Layden Kazipa, oh my gosh, can't pronounce it. See the diversity of PlayStation production library as one of his major selling points. We want to create an opportunity for fans of our games to have more touch points with our franchises, says Layden. When fans beat a 40 to 50 hour game and have to wait 3/4 years for a sequel, we want to give them places they can go and still have more of that experience and see the characters they love evolve in different ways. So that's an interesting quote because I want to talk about that real quick. So it sounds like they want to create TV/movies for fill-ins, with a different story for said characters to hold off for, like, let's say, I don't know, I guess the next God of War, they make a TV show or a movie of like before the next sequel hits. So it's like something in between the new God of War with like the next sequel in between that or something like that. That's what I guess got that from reading that. And
I can appreciate their dedication to it, but I just wait and see approach because there's like no good video game movies. So it's like, how are they gonna? They literally just have to look at like what they said, what Marvel has done. But that's like the closest representation of anything that they can actually like rely on to copy. In other words, so it's like I don't have faith.
Yeah,
well, it's a wait and see.
And he also mentioned that through his partnership with Sony Pictures, PlayStation Productions will be afforded the time to make film and television projects that live up to quality of their video game source material. We don't have to rush to the market. We don't have a list of X number of titles must be done in this year. None of that, says Layden. The company has been very accommodating to our ambition around this to grow this in a measured, thoughtful way. Having creative control over their IP was instrumental for Quizabosh and Layden. We created this entity to manage and control the process of getting the right director, the right actors, the right screenwriter, says Quizabosh. This is a passion project for me, says Layden. To be the first gaming entity to do something lasting and meaningful in a completely different medium is something I'd like to see us achieve here at PlayStation Productions. Layden will speak about the continuing evolution of PlayStation Worldwide Studios at the Collision Conference in Toronto, Canada on Tuesday. So personally, it seems like they're going the right way of doing this. It's just like it's all based off execution.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
I'm glad that at least the devs can probably have a part of it so they can get their own vision. That's the problem with most video game movies. I feel like they get out the license, they give out the license to a studio to make it, and it's just like they don't give a fuck what the devs have to say. They're like, all right, we're gonna make shit up. Like, look at this fucking Sonic movie. Like, what the fuck? Look at how Sonic looks. He looks nothing like Sonic. He looks like a dude in a jumpsuit.
Supposedly, Detective Pikachu, they talk to Nintendo a lot to get the characters right and shit like that.
Yeah, like you have to talk to the people that originally made the characters. You have to look at the source material. That's number one when you're trying to adapt something. You have to look at the source material. Mm-hmm. So at least they're doing that. They're gonna do that correctly. But besides that,
because Abash and Layden, they're the ones doing this. So
yeah.
But Jigga, you're quiet. What do you think about this venture?
I was gonna say, like, don't Sony already have like camera stuff? Like, don't they do like shoot movies and shit?
Yeah, they shoot movies, but they don't have like a specific to game to.
But I'm saying, like, it's the most of the money probably goes into that stuff. So since they already have it,
I feel like
it would be easier for them to just find actors and stuff, because like they already have they can make the locations and all that because they already have buildings.
So, yeah, like you said, PlayStation Production is going to have a partnership with Sony Pictures.
Yeah, because they're not they're under Sony's umbrella, but they're not working together.
But if you're if you can just go to Sony like, look, we got this idea, and if they see like it's thoroughly thought out and they can probably make money off of it, they would probably go to the other side of Sony and be like, look, they have this idea. Can you do it in a way that will make us money?
Well, think about it like this. Remember Uncharted movie? Like, that's been in production hell for quite some time. And it's not under the PlayStation production. Like, that's a Sony thing. That's Sony Pictures. They're not going to like Neil and stuff like that. Like, Neil's seen the script like a couple times, but he doesn't get like a huge input on it,
Yeah. That movie, they were talking about making that movie like almost 10 years ago now, right? Like, holy shit. Yeah. Like, it's been a long time since they were like, oh, we're going to make an Uncharted movie. It's like, I remember Uncharted 3 came out and they modeled like that Drake after Mark Wahlberg because he was supposed to star in the Uncharted movie. And like that game came out in 2011. We're in 2019. So yeah. Yikes.
Yeah, Drake, I'm not going to lie. Uncharted 2 Drake does not look anything like Uncharted 3 Drake to me.
Exactly.
Uncharted 4 Drake doesn't even look anything like Uncharted 3 Drake. He looks like Uncharted 2 Drake.
Yeah, I feel like all the Drakes look just like almost different person. 2 to 1 is like the closest, I think. Yeah. And then they just like...
I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like a different person entirely.
Yeah, I was like, okay. But yeah, no, PlayStation Production sounds like they're going to be super ambitious. Like Sean Layden's like true. Like this is like the first time it's ever been done creating a movie video game production thing.
Yeah, interesting, but wait and see.
Yep. So interesting enough. What else? There was another thing. Be a sec. So one Sony collaboration looks like a new initiative where Sony Music and Sony Pictures will collaborate with PlayStation for enhanced experiences. Keep in mind, Sony is the number one largest music publisher in the world. So they're basically having Sony Music create original music for first-party games and also VR content with Sony artists. So you get to like, I don't know, go on the PlayStation VR and go to the concerts of like Sony artists. I don't know like any Sony artists. I would have to like look at publishers and stuff, and I don't know a lot of artists with like I can't call out like
people like the
like
orchestras or whatever. Like
I guess
yeah.
like, what isn't Eminem under Interscope? Is Interscope under Sony? I have no idea. I can't say.
Not sure, dude. I have no idea.
See, I can't tell you. I know like some record labels like I just don't know everything.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
Like you're gonna have to look like all that stuff up about your like Sony artists. Like is Interscope?
It's owned by Universal Music Group.
Okay,
who's
the
Universal
thing?
Yeah, I guess
Whatever
Universal
Sony artists are, then you watch their VR content of their.
Mhm.
I think Sony did it with Kingdom Hearts. I forgot her name. Gosh dang, Utada Hikaru. Like they had a concert that you had to go at that time and then put the VR headset and just like watch it.
Yeah, it sounds cool.
Yeah, but that I think that's good for them to create original first party music.
Yeah.
Like it seems like what now Sony as a whole is trying to kind of work together now. You know?
Be one company. Be one unit.
Yeah. And then they also said has Sony Pictures. You got PlayStation production with collaborations on content's IP, and it has like the Breaking Bad thing. And I'm pretty sure Sony owns Breaking Bad.
Wait, really?
I believe so.
What? Bro, they definitely should have used that.
Know that.
Let me see.
Game?
Sony,
Breaking Bad game?
Sony owned Breaking Bad.
Bro, that could be lit, bro.
Whipping and working with Mr. White Dog. So
Just make it like a short experience. Like, don't make it like a full. That's what I feel like some game companies should do. Just like stop trying to make everything like a full blown 40 to 60 hour experience.
Yeah.
Focus on like a 10 to 20 hour experience. And
So I went on their website and it has SonyPictures.com/TV Breaking Bad, and it has Sony Pictures Television. 2019 Sony Pictures Television.
I don't even know how that would like happen. I would.
That's why they have
Breaking Bad
the VR
video
content for Breaking Bad. So it makes sense. So they're gonna have collaboration on content's IP. So like other TV shows for VR, like Breaking Bad or something like that. Seems like Sony's trying to make some big moves right now.
And they doing some crazy shit right now.
I just find it crazy that all these news is coming out for Sony and shit like that.
Yeah,
before
they don't need no damn E3, dog. They got all the news just coming out. Just pop a tweet out, bro. It's information right there. Leaks.
I think it's smart. I like right now. I don't see anything bad. PlayStation production. All they have to do is they're like what I said before. They are getting what they're understanding how to kind of like tackle this. And it's not like a easy venture. Like this shit is like investing a lot of money into it. Like, and they want that shit to be successful. But like they're going about it right. It's just we gotta see the execution.
Yeah.
At least they not doing like a certain company and making like what is it, Funko machines or whatever that shit's called.
Mm-hmm.
Pachinko machines.
Pachinko. You're talking about
no.
Hey man,
we referring to those guys?
Konami. They make a lot of money off those pachinko machines.
No,
bro, Metal Gear Survive, Shaq Sleep, my guy. That
you know what made more money than Metal Gear Survive? The Metal Gear Solid pachinko machines. Metal Gear Solid 3 pachinko machines. Did you see the graphics on that shit?
No,
You didn't see that?
No, I saw like one picture of their pachinko machines, but I wasn't paying attention to it.
Oh,
I was
dude,
like, oh,
I gotta
okay.
show you this. Like Metal Gear Solid 3, like you're like, oh man, they should have remade Metal Gear Solid 3, bro. It
They
looks
remade it on the pachinko.
pachinko. Like, look at this shit. You think I'm kidding you? The graphics look insane. Like, bro, you could have had this. We could have had something like this. And this isn't the pachinko, but like, bro, I get so damn disappointed every time I see this shit. Like, look at this. Look at this. You don't think that
You posting it? Oh,
I'm
I see.
posting it right now, right? And I skip through it.
Oh,
Like,
40-minute video.
Yeah, it's a video. Like
What
like they're recording it from the pink pachinko machines. And like, look at this shit. Like, you skip
Wait.
through it and shit. Like, looks nice.
Whoa.
Like, you,
Bro, what the fuck?
they should have done this in a video game format, but no. Konami doesn't care.
That is OD.
Like, and like the boss versus Snake and shit. Like, at the ending.
What is even the point of this? Well, I don't even understand. Why would they invest into this? You're gambling. Why do you want to look at? I don't even understand that shit.
Castlevania, I'm like, bro, this makes me damn sad every time I look
Yo, these motherfucking goons at Konami though, these fellas are retarded. What is this? Are you kidding me? They did that, but they released Metal Gear Survive.
Yep.
They cut ties with fucking Kojima.
But they'll make pachinko machines, dude.
But they make pachinko machines that look like that. Oh my god.
Getting money off people gambling. A game could be hit and miss. Like,
I can understand that, but like they did that. They're doing that with the pachinko machines, but they still trying to get people with Metal Gear Survive. Like they really like. What kind of attempt was that? For money?
Konami. I said this multiple times, and I said this: if Konami were to remake any Metal Gear Solid game, like Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, or 3,
they'd make bank.
I would definitely buy it. You
But
don't change
stupid.
anything. Re-up the graphics and make the gameplay similar to Metal Gear Solid 5, and then I'm fine.
These devs are just too stupid, bro. Like that seems like the logical play, but no, they're gonna go Metal Gear Survive, cash grab, hold that. It's like,
well, I heard even the devs from
no one's gonna buy that.
Didn't even want to make that game. They didn't even want to make a zombie survival game. That was
bet.
all.
I mean,
who would want to make that? Like,
I'm
that
pretty
shit
sure they worked on that game, so they know. Like, it's you put your money, not your like time into something. You don't want to see it thrown away just to make some bullshit cash grab.
Yeah, they knew. I guarantee you, the devs that made that were like, "Bro, this is complete ass." Like, they were not inspired to make that game. Like,
I mean, if you like,
it's not inspired.
They were like doing some shots and stuff at Konami and the credits and stuff. Like, it was like kind of like coded and shit like that. It's like you gotta like watch it, and like it makes sense. And it's like it's crazy. I think it's like a Young Year video that he like goes into like the credits and shit and like picks it out and it's like, oh shit. Damn, that is kind of a jab at your own employer, at your own employer.
Konami is doing some dumb shit. The only game that they're selling now is their soccer game, the PES or whatever.
That's it.
They better not release
games. I think the only smart thing they did was license Castlevania to Netflix.
Oh yeah.
That was the only thing.
Definitely.
Everything else, stupid
decisions. Fire. Yeah, they better not even release another Metal Gear game, bro. Unless it's a remake, because they're just looking for cash grabs at this point. Unless it's a remake, people will not fuck with anything, bro. They're just gonna shit on it.
Do a lot of do remakes of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. And that's fine. I say do not remake the SNEX and SNES and stuff like that. Those games, like the original Metal Gear games, don't do that. I think that's not smart. Because that's gonna because you then have to rewrite the story and stuff, and you don't want to mess with that.
If they were to do that, I wonder what fucking Alex's reaction would be. That shit would be fucking hilarious. His mind would explode. It's like, do I buy the game? What do I do?
No, because like if you touch that story, dude, Kojima will say a lot of shit. A lot.
Mm.
Because I think he had in mind like he wanted to remake those games. Like,
Oh,
got fired.
he'd be fucking pissed. Yeah.
So that's why I said remake Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3. You should be fine. You'll make a lot of money.
Nah, they gonna focus on some Metal Gear Survive pachinko machines, bro, in 4K.
Oh, be a fucking pissed. All right. So I guess we got one more gaming news, and that's like a little trailer of a public beta test of Neo 2. And yeah, we're looking nice, I think, from what I've seen. It was so random too. It was just like, oh, here's a public beta test, and here are the dates.
I love the
Yeah.
random drops when they just when the studio just drops random game on YouTube for like a clip or two. I love that shit.
Yep, and I thought it was great. It looks pretty hard, like that end scene of that like little small enemy. It just insta-killed him. I'm like, what?
That's definitely a troll enemy.
Are you kidding me? Now, my question to you guys: do you think this game will be harder than Sekiro?
Of course, Neo
yeah,
1 was
Neo 1's definitely harder than Sekiro. Sekiro, to me, Sekiro is definitely easier than Bloodborne. Because it has
like you gotta like just use the parry system.
Yeah,
and
to be honest, you can spam it and almost get away with it most of the time, which is OD. But
Bloodborne, you have to go through the whole thing with his health going down all the way.
Yeah, and I feel like there's no simplified way of combating every single person in Bloodborne in terms of like a fighting style. In Sekiro, you can just like play aggressive, and then when they deflect, when the sound of when they deflect your attack and they're gonna attack you, you just hear that, and then you can literally just start mashing reflect or deflect, and then just go back and only attack.
Yeah,
like it's basically Sekiro is basically like they want you to be aggressive and learn to basically just keep being aggressive and learn when to not be aggressive.
Yeah, pretty much. But Bloodborne is like, you can be aggressive all you want, but you're gonna fucking eat some shit. You're gonna eat some unblockables because But yeah, Neo is definitely harder than Sekiro.
That's why I never played it. But that demo, I was like, yeah, I'm done, bro.
That shit, on the Neo 1 demo.
Yeah.
To be honest,
bro, I didn't get it. Like, it was just a lot of BS to me.
To be honest, I didn't even really play the demo. I literally booted it up on my PS4. I played for like maybe 5 minutes, and then I just went to do something else, and then I just never went back to it because the demo time ran out. And I picked up Neo like a year later after its release, and I like beat it all the way through. Great game. I will say though, the from mission to mission, I feel like the level increase is kind of annoying. I feel like it's making itself harder because of the level increase, not because of like any like sometimes not a change in like gameplay or like mythology. Mythology of like how you play. It's just the level just goes up by 10 each mission sometimes, at least at the end. I thought that was kind of annoying, but besides that, yeah, like pure difficulty, Neo is pretty difficult. And that Neo 2, that gameplay was fire. When he threw that axe, I'm like, new weapon? All right, bet. That should look fire.
Yeah, I don't think they gave a definitive release date, right? It was just a beta test.
Yeah, just a beta test.
I don't think this game's coming out this year.
It would be a surprise if it did, because Neo 1 was in development for a long time. Yeah,
I was surprised like we got this much shown though. Like I thought this game was gonna come out 2 years later. That's what I felt. Surprised on how fast they got this game.
Like showing an alpha already. Yeah. And people said 2019 is bad. We got Neo 2 demo coming very soon.
Yeah. I don't know why people say 2019 is bad.
Because it's trash. Only good games so far has been Days Gone.
Did you
You
just
talking trash 5 months in, bro?
bro?
It's 12 months in a
Kingdom
year. Like I don't understand.
Fire.
That means we halfway through the year and ain't shit been heat.
Yo, he was Kingdom Hearts.
How
3?
many games were heat in
Kingdom Hearts 3
2018?
was not heat. It was
Did not even beat the game.
How many games were like game of the year quality in the first few months of 2018?
Only
Like you have Celeste, Monster Hunter World.
God of War.
But see,
What else? God of War. God of
that
War was
year, we
April.
don't know shit as heat
But
coming this year.
Like for me, like
Hmm.
I loved Resident Evil 2 remake, and I loved
Yeah, I
Kingdom
loved
Hearts
it.
3. What else did I like? Devil May Cry 5. I need to finish that game. I haven't had enough time.
I played Tales of Vesperia remastered on Switch. I loved it.
What else? I like the games I'm hyped for. Like I need to play Sekiro. I really do.
Sekiro's a great game.
And
I loved it.
well, when I get once it goes down in price,
It was
if it
overrated,
goes
don't
down in
worry.
price, I don't know if it
It's
will.
not overrated. It's a solid 8. 8.5. I give it an 8.
Not an 8.
No, it's a definite 8. You're just mad because you were getting smoked on it.
If that story would have been better, I would say 8. That story was ass.
Oh, so
I would give it like a 6.8.
damn.
The main point of the game is not necessarily the story, especially for their games.
Yeah,
That's the most story they've ever put in their game.
Based on me, I like story, and since it doesn't have a good story, I'm putting it down. Like for you, you may not care about story. I do.
I love story, but that's not what the game's built for, and I can understand that. And the
The
story
thing
that
is,
they
just
provided was decent
Stop
enough.
going for story. Just get rid of story. Just stop acting like you're gonna have a story and just go from boss to boss, bro. That's simple.
I don't know.
Then-
I like the story that they provided.
No, that shit was trash.
So what else?
Nah.
Like the games I'm hyped for. I'm hyped for Judgment. I know that
I want to play that game too.
comes out next month. Like, it looks
That's
like it's really good.
Judgment,
Fire Emblem 3 Houses in July. Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance, Mario Maker 2. I'm not hyped for it, but people are hyped for Pokemon.
Astral Chain Control.
Astral Chain.
Astral Chain and Control, I'm looking forward to, but
Doom is coming out this year.
Borderlands.
all that shit's mid, bro. That's just not.
Borderlands.
Doom
3.
2016 was amazing. Stop it.
I'm not gonna lie. Doom Eternal got me a bit hyped. Rage 2.
We-
I don't know what happened.
My problem is we haven't seen anything about Doom in a while, so people are like forgetting about it. But Doom Eternal, like 2016 Doom, like I thought people were like just like hyping it up, but when I played it, I'm like, yo, this game is fucking awesome. Like,
I'll say this though. I think Doom Eternal is going to be great, but I don't think there's going to be any innovation to it.
yeah, I don't think it's gonna be that much different, but it's still gonna be a great game. People are like, oh, there's no great games. Like, you know.
What else? Medieval remaster.
I'm not looking for me. I'm not checking for a medieval. Crash Team Racing, another game. Yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that.
And I think that's it right now. That's unannounced.
And there's a lot of games that don't have release dates.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for. Yeah.
PlayStation games. Those games aren't coming out until next year. So.
Yeah, I'm not worrying about those. I mean,
Pokemon. Oh, I forgot about Pokemon.
Yeah, I named Pokemon.
Gosh,
I was like, I'm not looking forward to it, but I know a shit ton of people are.
I am.
Yeah.
It's on the Switch, just finally. But that game's gonna be $60. Should not be $60. I'll say that right now.
Love to try
that game needs to be $40. But it's gonna be 60. So that's a big yikes there.
Nintendo scoundrels, dog.
Yeah. I think that's it for the year. Yeah. Until they announce any other games.
Ori and the Blind Forest.
Oh yeah,
Ori.
Yeah, that I'm looking forward to.
Another great game that's gonna come out.
Gears is like I'm not looking forward to. Like I need to get some reviews and stuff. Like because the 4 story was bad. Gears of War's story for 4 is bad.
Mm.
So I need to see like ACG talk about that story or something.
You watch him too?
Yeah.
Great reviewer.
But yeah, I mean that's it. I'm not gonna care about Forza or any sports games or anything like that. So that's a big skip.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we could talk about the From Software game that was leaked. So supposedly it's going to be one of the third-party titles being shown off at the Xbox E3, and supposedly this kind of corroborates the leak that From Software had George consult on it. George put in his blog that he consulted on the Japanese developed game. So this is what people also got to realize: consulting doesn't mean writing. It means like, oh, he gives them ideas and tips and to make like a better story. Now, does that get me slightly hyped for the story? Yeah, but it doesn't mean this like it's written by him. You know, it's supposed to be like, I don't know. It's different, like conflicting reports. It's gonna be kind of like Dark Souls 3 or a sequel to Dark Souls 3. It's weird, and there's gonna be a horse. George put on his blog there's gonna be a horse, so we know that for a fact. We don't know if it's from Software or not. The leaks are trying to say it's From Software's game, but then they were saying it's Viking. So I don't know. It's like so many different conflicting leak reports. But I guess, are we interested that George was being consulted on for this game? The creator of Game of Thrones books, Song of Ice and Fire.
It's interesting. You said how much?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I'm
they don't
not-
know how to make a story, so yeah, trash.
What happened?
They don't know how to make a story, so trash. Facts.
Wait, who?
From Software.
Well, George is consulting on it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's your main complaint, right?
Look, he consulted on the fucking season, last season of Game of Thrones. That shit was trash.
That's an incorrect statement. The man gave him general plot points. And that was it.
Okay, then they couldn't fill it in. So having somebody tell you greatness doesn't mean you know how to execute it. So
That is true. That is true. He does have a point there.
Mm.
We'll
I'm not.
see. It depends. If he then says he wrote the story, then I'm not gonna.
Okay,
The biggest part of their games is lore, and I love the lore
That's fine.
and the world building.
Mm-hmm.
So
All right. So I think that is it for the game topics. There wasn't that many game topics, to be completely honest. I guess we can now go into like the two topic news for like movies. I guess we could go the big one for movies. The casting for Batman. It's rumored to be Robert Pattinson, aka people want to focus in on his role as Edward Cullen. I think that's his name
Edward
for
Cullen.
Twilight. It was a sparkling vampire.
Yep.
That's it. That's what they want to focus in on. Not his like other movies. He's been doing a lot of indie movies after that role, and supposedly he's really good. And he's also in the latest Nolan film being made, which we can talk about in a bit. But for me, I'm fine with the casting. It's just that this kind of gave me kind of like hope because he did talk about this, because he's still like in the front. They leaked it to Variety. It's that or the guy who plays Beast in the X-Men movie. I forgot his name, and also in the Tolkien movie. And he was also in Mad Max, I think. No, yes, I think so. But overall, like, I'm not gonna lie, Robert Pattinson, if you look at his other films, he's a really, really good, talented actor. And I don't know why people are complaining. Oh man, because he did Twilight. Oh, so what? What's the point? So he, like, Ben Affleck also did Daredevil. I mean, did you see his like other films where they were fucking phenomenal?
Low key, I kind of like Daredevil. So
Oh man,
I kind of liked it. I'm not gonna lie.
so much cringe. Red, so much.
It
cringe.
was, yeah. I don't know. It's cheesy, but I liked it.
But you know where I'm getting at. It's like he even said that he will definitely bulk up because a lot of people are complaining. He said some statements about he doesn't like working out that much. but he's committed to bulking up if he gets the role, which is good because he needs to bulk up to be Batman. I feel he needs to pack on the muscle weight. But
Man, I don't see him a good Batman.
You don't?
Nah.
A lot of people said they didn't think Ben Affleck would be a good Batman.
I mean, I didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman either.
Oh damn!
Look, I'm not gonna judge before he does it because, like,
did you see other films though? Robert Pattinson's other films, but not. We're not talking about Twilight. His other.
I only seen him in Twilight, so yeah.
Yeah, same.
Man.
I'm not. I don't watch indie movies. I barely watch like big movies. So
okay, just take my word for it. He's really good.
I believe.
Twilight.
Because you're a good actor don't mean you could be a good Batman though. Like,
it's a wait and see because what's his name, Heath Ledger, he was Brokeback Mountain guy. We're like, oh, that guy's gonna play him, and he was the best Joker ever. So
that's what I'm saying.
It's a wait and see.
I think he has the chops because he has a lot of range as an actor, and Christopher Nolan sees something in him too. So,
I
mean, he's in his film.
That's a good thing.
So
the GOAT see something. Yeah, that's a good thing.
I guess it's more wait and see. Jigga just doesn't like it.
No, I'm not saying I just don't see it being good. But if I see trailers and he's like it looks good, yeah, I would definitely watch it.
Trust in Matt Reeves. I have trust in him. He made the War for the Planet of the Apes and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Cloverfield.
I'm not sure which Planet of the Apes I watched. There's like 7 of them, though.
Yeah, okay.
So many different names.
Okay, you've seen like the newer ones, right? You could tell which ones are the newer ones, right?
I saw one recently, and then I saw one a little before that. I don't know, bro. There's too many of them.
Because the old ones have like legit actors playing it, and then the new ones are like CGI, like mocap.
Yeah, I think I saw 2 of the new ones then.
Okay, so he's not as a baby in that one, right? The main ape.
I don't know. I don't remember it. I don't know.
Well, the one for War and Dawn are like the best ones out of the trilogy of the new ones. So that's what I'm saying. It's really good. Matt Reeves is a talented director / writer. So I have faith. My faith will never waver unless it's really bad.
A lot of talent. You just got to execute.
Yep. So I guess we could talk quickly about the Nolan movie. It's interesting because I never thought Nolan would make a movie like this. Granted, I always say this about Nolan because I say this every time. I didn't think he would ever make a movie like what's it called? Damn it. Like Inception or Interstellar or Dunkirk. You know what I mean? He goes to like different genres, or The Dark Knight or Insomnia. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's all over the board.
So, all right, this is what I'm going to say right now. So this is a tweet kind of explaining what Variety is saying. So he says, okay, this is huge. Tenet, which is I think that the code name of the film, or the film is being called, which is being filmed on location across 7 countries, is an action epic evolving from the world of international espionage. IMAX and 70mm cameras, no Zimmer because of Dune. Ludwig Göransson comprising of it. So Ludwig is doing the score. Nolan is doing a spy film, like legit. So, and the cast is Aaron Taylor Johnson and Kenneth Branagh, as well as Robert Pattinson. So that's insane that Nolan's doing a spy movie. I think that's gonna be dope. And he'll probably have a twist. He has like a bunch of twists in his movies, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's gonna happen. But how are you guys feeling? A Nolan, Christopher Nolan spy movie, essentially.
I'm not gonna look. I've seen all. Well, I can see all his other movies, but I've seen like the big name movies he's made, and they're really good. So it's like him going into this, like I expect it to be good. So it's like I will not say nothing bad against him.
Yeah,
Agreed.
pretty much though.
So some other interesting tidbit of movie news. This is a film I'm very much looking forward to on July. I covered this on the channel a little bit with my reactions, and he had a trailer, I believe, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is sitting at a 95% on Rotten Tomatoes, and 37 critics have rated it, which I'm very much super excited for. I've always loved majority of the Tarantino films. I can't say which one I liked best. You know, can't say if I liked Kill Bill the best or I don't know. There's a lot of good movies from him. But have you guys seen those trailers, Jigga, for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood or no?
No, I haven't.
You haven't? Damn, you need to watch them. It's about the Manson murder and stuff like that. It's like what happened during that time in in Hollywood in the 1960s.
Oh no, I'm good. I don't like history pieces.
Hmm.
Old school movies.
Well, do you like Tarantino films though?
Some,
Hmm.
even though like some of his movies he just make just so he can say the N word. Like
Hmm. Maybe. Oh.
Yeah, that's
he's a,
you right.
Did you hear about like Leonardo having to do therapy and shit like that?
off of,
no,
off of doing that? Off of doing Django?
Yeah.
Word?
no, I'm not that.
Damn.
No,
I
he
did not
legit had
hear
to do
that.
therapy.
Oof.
I mean, he's acting as a
Yeah.
slave master, so
Yeah, slave owner.
I mean, I'm pretty sure like he had to get into character, dude.
Yeah, fair enough.
That dude supposedly did not like doing that shit.
Especially if you're like, I can't imagine like a method actor. Imagine if you're a method actor
Mm.
and you're just like, you're acting like that around set. Like, that would be cursed.
Yeah, 'cause
Oh, that would be cursed.
you have to become a person you don't like.
You
and
don't
it's
want to
like,
be.
Cool.
Yeah.
I forgot who does method acting. A couple people do. Heath Ledger does.
Or did. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Who's another one? Jared Leto. Joaquin Phoenix, the new Joker. There's a lot of Jokers that do method acting. It's ridiculous.
Hopefully he doesn't become criminally insane. Doing
Who
it.
else? I don't know if Leonardo does. I think he does. I don't know.
Leonardo is a great actor.
Yeah, he finally got an Oscar award. So shout out to
I
him.
didn't even see that movie that he fucking got an Oscar into.
It wasn't even. I don't think it was even the Django. Django.
No, it was like some winter movie where you're
Yeah.
just like stuck in the snow.
Revenant.
Revenant, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
My
Sad.
boy. But I haven't seen any of the trailers, but Quentin Tarantino is a fantastic director, so I feel it's probably just gonna be another great movie from him, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Another fantastic movie.
So what else has happened? We talked about that. I guess we could talk Game of Thrones. It's everything. But no, we're talking about the wreckage first. Then we're gonna talk about how we felt about the finale. So supposedly, Game of Thrones for the final episode. Let me look at it. Game of Thrones finale ratings. Give me a sec. All right, here we go. Did you see what the chat said? This man. Okay.
What?
Bro, what the fuck?
Hey, man. This man must oof. Oh, man.
ban that fella. I don't know.
Oh,
Can't even do
Nah, I don't know.
I don't even think we do bans.
maybe we need to go recruit a female dog. Oh man.
Oh man. That's true. I just
I
put
don't
you
know.
in timeout,
He
dude.
gonna pick up.
Timeout. Oh man. Sometimes when you say shit, you gotta be put into timeout. Feel me?
Yeah.
Okay. So the Game of Thrones ratings. Oh my gosh. Do I have to actually sign in for this shit? Man, where's the IGN article? Where I can watch it for free. Like see this shit for free. Okay. So Game of Thrones, the final episode brought in a series record of 19.3 million viewers. The finale, titled "The Iron Throne," broke the record set by last week's episode of The Bells, for which 18.4 million viewers tuned in. The viewership for Iron Throne includes 13.6 million people who watched the episode on HBO at 9 p.m. And what they mean by that is actual cable. The other viewers were on HBO Now and HBO Go. So yeah.
Oh man, shout out to y'all.
So great numbers. I mean, we all can say that. That's great numbers.
Yeah, the best of the best numbers though.
Yep. Now, I guess we can talk about it. Me and Jigga can talk about it real quick. Game of Thrones has ended.
Both fortunately and unfortunately. Like,
Yeah. D&D are off to make Star Wars. I don't even call them D&D. I call them Dumb and Dumber now. I don't give a shit how insulting that is. They are Dumb and Dumber. I do want to say these aren't even spoilers. Jigga, you saw the episode. The Unsullied and the Dothraki like multiplied. I don't know what happened. They were like 100 people. Now they got 1,000 people. I'm just like, huh?
Because like when they first did like the first like what was it? I can't remember which episode it was where they sent them off. I thought that was all.
That's what the writer said.
I could have swore that was all of them. Then all of a sudden it's like no, it's a lot left. Like what? This is making no type of sense, dog.
Yep.
There was so many plot holes, bro. They were just ready to get done. Like, and it's sad we suffer for it.
Yeah, and it's like, listen, I don't have problems with the actors, the crew, the production team, the CGI team. I do have a problem with people going over the footage because you freaking leave Starbucks coffee cups in the freaking episode as well as like water bottles. That's I don't know how you guys do that shit.
That was trash.
That was actually fucking hilarious.
I'm like, what the fuck?
How did the person editing it not fucking notice that? That's fucking OD.
It's fucking lazy.
He's probably like fucking tired of like editing fucking so many hours.
Like, man, they're not to see this water bottle. The fuck we are. We're fucking seeing it.
He was editing at 3 a.m., bro. He was on like a 12-hour work shift, man. Leave him alone.
Hey, they was crunching.
It was crunch time for movie or for TV goers, dog.
I guess so.
Well, the writers suck because I got tired of hearing, "I don't want it. She's McQueen."
McQueen, dude. We won't even freaking say this, but did they not treat Jon Snow as a whipping boy this season?
They nerfed his character and made him so weak.
Like, that dude wasn't Jon Snow. That's not Jon Snow.
He really wasn't. The only character, even that character, what's his name? Is it Tyrion?
Tyrion? No, that's not Tyrion. Like, bro, Tyrion hasn't been the same since, like season.
The short dude, isn't that Tyrion?
Yeah, that's Tyrion. He hasn't been the same since season 6.
No, but I'm saying he's the closest to him. Like everybody else is like, I feel like they just dumbed their characters down.
Tyrion has been fairly like dumbed down. Like Tyrion's not smart whatsoever in general now.
But at least he's like the closest to the normal. Like everybody else is just.
Did you not hear like what one of the Tyrion's actors said about the crypt thing? He was like, "We're in the crypt, and somehow Tyrion doesn't think that the dead can be raised." I mean, I guess my character must have gotten dumber, or Tyrion's not that smart as I thought he was. And I'm just like, damn. Even the actors are saying this.
Yeah,
Their
bro.
characters. It's like it's the writers. It's like the writing is awful. Like I've said this several times. The writing is fucking horrendous. Like I was an avid defender. Like season 7, I defended it. Right. I knew there were problems with it, but I defended it because I thought season 8 was going to be great. No, it's not great. And I say this wholeheartedly. I did not like season 7 as well. If I'm going to be completely honest.
I really feel like the writers got exposed to not be good writers.
They're not. They aren't. Like they're good at adapting. Don't get me wrong. Season 1 through 4 was like masterful. Season 5, I thought was good, and season 6 good. Then 7, 8 just. I don't know what happened. Brewer was asking me, "Am I still hurt by Game of Thrones?" Yeah, dude. This is just bad. Overall,
I'm not hurt. It sucks.
It's like, listen. George made a statement. Shout out to George, saying basically, I think like a country just invited him to come and finish the rest of his book, and I think he's going to a con over there for like science fiction and stuff like that. And he says like you guys can have me in your cabin if I don't release The Winds of Winter by July. And I'm just like, ooh, so this is his timetable is now till July that the book comes out for The Winds of Winter. So like I'm hyped for it. Like Jigga, I'm not gonna lie, I think you should read the books when you get the chance to.
Yeah, I plan to. But I want to buy them like all. Not buy them all.
I know some people read it audio, not read. Sorry,
I can't do that. That's just weird.
I never do it.
Yeah, I rather
it's hard to focus while I listen to stuff. Like focus while I listen to something. It's like it's hard for me to do. I'd rather have a book and read, and even trying to read off like a
e-reader or something. Or your tablet.
I can't do that. Yeah, I can't do that.
I like to turn the page. I like the physical feeling of a book.
If it was like a manga or fucking comic book or something, I could probably do that. But like all them words on the like electronic page, I just can't do it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I do want to talk about what else? There was something dumb. I have to admit this, like really, really dumb. I thought I can't even say the spoiler, but I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, like I don't have a problem with certain things, right? Because I do find that who becomes king, in terms of George's writing, it makes sense. But in the show's writing, it does like the execution of it, right, Jigga? Like doesn't make sense. Why? They didn't like explain right, nor did they like lead up to it correctly. And it's contradictory.
He's just like, oh yeah, he should be like, bro, what? Like it came out of nowhere. Like it
didn't make any sense.
I was mad I got spoiled before.
Oh yeah, I already knew what was happening. I said
somebody just posted a picture and it spoiled the show for me. I was like, bruh. And then it came out to be true, and I was like, oh man. I was upset. I don't know. It's just the way they did the characters who they were strong and good characters, and they just turned them into like dumb. Everybody just got dumber at the end of the show.
Bran. Wait. So like characters like Bran and characters like who else? Arya, I felt just. My whole problem with Arya was like how they changed things around. It's like, oh, because of the whole Jon and the Night King thing, they were just like, let's have Arya. Bran was so useless. It just didn't make like his whole arc just took a shit. Like they just like took a nosedive off a cliff and just. Whereas George, it'll make sense when we get to that point and stuff like that. It will make sense. Some of the things though, like. Felt very fan fiction, Braun's conclusion felt very fan fiction. Didn't make sense. And you know what I'm talking about, Jigga, like about Braun.
Yeah.
Like that like doesn't make sense. His position didn't make sense. Like his skill set doesn't include that. So I'm like, huh? It's like, okay, whatever you say, man. And
Like the only person who I would say makes sense is I can't remember his name, but the heavyweight character dude. Like his position makes sense because it's like who he is as a person.
yeah, shipping and stuff.
Yeah.
That makes sense, yeah.
But everybody else is like, no, none of this makes any type of sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then it's like also John's conclusion was just like,
It's
see,
like even though I
it
don't
doesn't
like
make
it,
it doesn't make sense because the way they talked about it and the way it was handled with like people like the Unsullied just didn't make sense. And it's like, all right, peace, and I'm just like, okay, that doesn't make sense. And this is not.
we're gonna send you away, but the people who want you gone are going to leave, and it's like, really?
Yeah, and I'm just
What?
like, bro, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie. If you're going by motives, like the Unsullied would have done something instantly, something that happens. Like,
Yeah,
it
that's what I'm
would've been
saying. He would have died as soon as they found out. Like,
yeah, I was like, dude, that, and we're being very vague. But yeah, overall, I'm just like the show. It just doesn't make any sense logic wise, and they're like setting everything up, and it's like, but this character did this already, so why wouldn't this character bite the dust? I'm just like, you make no sense right now.
it's like somebody set up a big domino, like elaborate construction, and then somebody just came and put a paper in, like after the first one, just like, yep, and stopped it. Like, bruh.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, George is going to, like, when he gets there, it's gonna make sense. Where this is just like, and I'm not gonna lie, this episode barely had dialogue. I was like, bro, why is this so boring? And it's like a lot of walking. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. And people mentioned it too. And I'm like, there literally is no dialogue.
Bro, if I was HBO, I would never ever think about hiring those dudes ever again. Them writers suck. They really killed that show.
Mm-hmm. And did you notice? Well, you probably didn't, but on the HBO app, they legit had like a scissor reel of other shows after the show ended to kind of be like, hey, keep your HBO subscription.
Yeah, that would never happen to me.
Yeah. Oh man.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, but like, there are other shows that are pretty good on HBO. Church, I can't even pronounce the name, but it starts with a C. Chernobyl. I don't know Chernobyl. I always butcher it. My bad, guys.
Or something like that. Sure, something like
Yeah, it's really good. So
people like Westworld World, but I hate that. I couldn't get into that show.
Guess who's in season 3?
Uh-huh.
Aaron Paul,
Oh man.
the guy from Breaking Bad.
Wait, his name is Aaron Paul? Wait, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be in Westworld season 3. It looks like he's gonna be like a main character.
Aaron Paul.
I can't get into that show, bro. I tried.
Breaking Bad? Wait.
No, Westworld. I put like 6 episodes in. I'm like, yeah, I'm not enjoying this. And I just quit watching.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would say stick through it. Just watch the first season. You don't like it, then just drop it. Then it's not for you. Because there's a lot of twists, and it's like really good. Season 2 is okay. Now I'm hoping season 3 will be better. But that's just me. What else can I say? Yeah, Dumb and Dumber ruined it. Dumb and Dumber are hacks in writing, and Dumb and Dumber should never touch a script again. And if they try to create original content, they need to get slapped and fired, and because they don't understand how writing works.
God damn.
If they do,
bro, like
These people are that mad.
this is my thing.
Yeah.
One of the episodes, I kid you not, Jamie gets caught. I'm a dumb Lannister. Ha ha ha! My golden hand. See, I didn't cover it up. Season 5 of Dorne, he covers his hand. Season 7 finale, he covers his hand when going up north. But for some reason, I guess he forgot about his golden hand. Just like Danny forgot about the Iron Fleet.
But if they come out, aren't they doing like a Star Wars trilogy? If they do
Yeah.
good on that, we know they just fucking didn't give a shit and probably let some intern write this shit.
No, they wanted to end this. George wanted 10 seasons. 10 seasons.
Oh, I know that.
Like even 12. Like it made sense. Like his book, Winds of Winter. I kid you not. From the last update we have, that book is 1,500 pages.
But at the same time, we still say he's to blame. Because if you fucking finish the books and stop procrastinating, like,
Well,
bro,
like,
just
Jigga, I'm not gonna lie. His books, it's hard. I'm not gonna fucking lie, dude. If like I'm writing a book right now, I don't have the amount of characters he has, and the way like you have to like remember that shit. Like, bro, there's more main characters in those books than there are in the show. Like,
you don't think that like him sitting over time is going to make it worse?
no, he's right. Like he has to remember how like these plot lines are gonna go and like how intricate he wants to make it. Because like, bro, there's like another, like, okay, there's another main character that's also a Targaryen in the book. Like that brings another claim to the Iron Throne. Like
Look, I got a simple solution: get a whiteboard, dog. That's simple. Write it down.
Like, bro, you got Lady Stoneheart in the books. Like, bro, it's a lot.
Well, get like 30 whiteboards to make sure you're keeping check, bro.
Jay, you think you can do all that?
30 whiteboards.
I don't know, dude. I can't. I cannot do that shit, dude. I'm writing a book right now, and it's not that intricate.
Millions of dollars to write books, bro. Like, write
my memory is too trash to write a book. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. And even if I write everything down, it's gonna be too hard to like have everything in one place. Like, oh, all right, this is the story of fucking whoever this is. Like having all of that together, like in one area,
and then this person's on the different side of the sea, and this person's on this area, and then actually, Joran, way better character in the books, way better. Man is actually like fleshed out, like not like, oh man, I just want to go with the queen. Like that's not his character at all. It's like he was like a fucking twirling your villain, like twirling your mustache villain, basically. Euron was.
She's my queen. I don't want it.
Yeah,
that's all he said during the whole.
Bro,
they could have got rid of him, bro. Just let him die.
They did not. I don't know, man. Do they hate Jon's character? I feel like
they must have.
I feel like they do, and I actually like Jon's character.
It's like if you go back to like the other seasons, Jon
he does not act like anything like that.
He would always go against other people for the better good. Meaning he wouldn't have been that's my queen. I don't want it. If it was the better good for him to become the king, he would have done it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh my god, they mess up so bad, and it's annoying.
Yeah. Burrow's saying he released a lot of other stuff, but not Winds of Winter. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He released Fire and Blood, but hey, I'm not gonna lie though. If I'm getting a Fire and Blood TV show, I'm gonna get hyped because that's about Aegon the Conqueror going to conquer Westeros and create the kingdom. Like
he definitely could have finished, bro.
That book is simple though, from what I've read. Not as complex as A Song of Ice and Fire though. So, the book's gonna come out hopefully, like he said, before July of next year. I'm hoping December or November, but I think that's really it. I don't think we have any more topics to talk about. Just as I said, Dumb and Dumber should never get hired again.
Oh, I mean, I kind of agree unless they come out and prove that like they were just bullshitting, they didn't want to do it.
No, dude. David Benioff also made X-Men Origins Wolverine. He wrote that movie. The same person to sew Deadpool's mouth shut in that movie.
Oh, man. That was an L.
That was a big L. That man can't write. Professor X was walking in that movie when he's not even supposed to be walking in that movie by the timeline.
Rip.
Hey, man, but plot holes, man. I guess Professor X forgot that he's supposed to.
He was crippled.
You know?
His mind telekinesis until his legs to walk, man. That's what happened.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, true. I mean, he can like make himself walk or whatever. He just
No.
decides not to. He'd rather be in the chair.
No. The only time he was able to walk was to transfer his consciousness into his brother, I think. That was
I don't know. I saw some on Death Battle about him fucking being able to walk it. Like not transferring his consciousness, but just him himself being able to walk.
I don't know what run that was. I'm gonna have to see that run. But yeah, that was a big yikes. Game of Thrones season 7 and 8, big yikes. I did sign the petition. People say,
Rip.
"Hey, man, why you sign the
People-
petition? Are you a crybaby, man? Crybaby?" I'm like,
People-
listen.
Yo, people
The
are
reason
mad.
why I signed the petition, I don't think the seasons will be remade. Very much.
That
Hey,
shit's set
would
in
I
stone.
love HBO to do so? Hell yeah. Do I think they're gonna do it? No.
Is Game of Thrones even is it worth watching? Because I heard like the writing just goes downhill.
Yeah, season
after each
7,
season.
it'll start. Well, it depends. Some people don't like the writing in 5 and 6. I think the writing got slightly worse in 5 and 6. I still think they're good. But 7 and 8, yeah, the writing is atrocious. 7 and 8. It depends. Like, it's still. I still rate Game of Thrones like I was on Erica's channel like after the finale talking about it. And I said I gave that episode a 4 out of 10, the finale.
Oof.
And I gave the season like a 4 as well.
Mm.
And I gave the whole series like a 7.5. So, because I think the last 2 seasons, brought it down a lot. So
it's worth watching, but if you don't watch it, I can't blame you.
Yeah.
I was thinking like, is this the next Breaking Bad to watch?
No.
The next, I know Walking Dead like fell off, but like
Walking
the next
Dead,
Walking
for
Dead,
me, Walking Dead fell off after season 2.
Walking Dead is
that's
dead.
early as fuck. I enjoyed 3. I enjoyed the prison a lot. I thought that was like the best season.
I don't know. I felt like the Governor was butchered for me. Governor was way better.
And
But the problem with that show is that the formula is going to be the same. It's like,
Well, they don't
finally-
even follow the material. They do their own shit, and it's just awful.
it's like we beat the evil guy. Now we're going to band together, and it's like, oh, here's another evil guy. Oh, it's going to keep doing that, and it's going to get boring.
If you think Game of Thrones season 7, 8 plot armor was strong, Walking Dead just does on a whole nother level. It's ridiculous. Like they're in like scenarios that they should definitely die in, and
True,
somehow
but-
it's like a miracle that they survive.
I don't know. I enjoyed Walking Dead a lot until like season 6. What the season that Negan was introduced.
Season 5
But-
was also a waste of time. Like I didn't understand why there was a season 5.
What was season 5?
I can't even tell you, dude. It was the season before when Negan was introduced.
I don't know. But the season of Negan, like building up to Negan, like I'm Negan. When people started to say that shit, that season, and then when he was introduced in like that finale or whatever, that shit was fucking fire. That and like the season after that was fire. I liked it a lot, but I don't care about. I don't even watch it right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it. Walking Dead.
Yeah,
That's how much I spent.
Walking Dead fell off for me early, but Breaking Bad, no, Breaking Bad's still champ. If I compare Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones,
To be honest with you, I think I like what's that show on Netflix more than Breaking Bad?
which one?
Fuck, I can't think of the name now. It's
Oh my god, you better not be talking about the show I think you're talking about.
the show with the money laundering guy. Yeah.
Ozark, that show is trash.
Ozark?
Oh no, you're
man.
a fucking idiot. That show is awesome.
Oh man, I haven't watched Ozark. Everyone's telling
Ozark,
me-
yeah, the Ozarks. That show is fire. Holy
Yeah.
shit.
Bad shit's on that, dog.
That show is pure fire.
I don't know. I
Or
might
breaking
check
The writing in it, I fucking love. Like, I love how like every episode is fucking like insane. Like, you honestly have no idea what's gonna fucking happen next.
But the
And
thing
like,
is, I didn't care because the show was boring to me, though. I was like, oh,
nah,
this is
fuck.
trash.
How is it boring when people are fucking dying from crazy shit left and right?
I didn't care about any of the fucking characters.
Oh,
Nah, that
because we're
shit's
talking
fire.
about this,
Main character is lame, dog. Like, you dude's a loser.
but if we're talking about
Nah, that
caring,
shit's
like,
fucking
bruh,
fire.
I should have felt emotions at that finale for Game of Thrones. I didn't feel shit.
Man was letting some old dude pipe his wife. You fucking loser.
man.
You don't get on my face.
That was
Oh,
the lawyer. How would, like, bruh, how would he have known?
Bro, ain't no letting the old dude pipe my wife, bro. Fuck out of here.
How do you get stuck up on small story plots like that? That's what made you not enjoy the fucking story? Really?
wait a minute.
An old guy was having sex with his wife. That
No,
that
that's
made it
just
boring. Like, what the fuck?
that's just me being a fucking dickhead. But no, I didn't care about the main character. I didn't care about his family. His son's a weirdo. His the people he money laundering for are weirdos. I don't care. I didn't care about anybody in that show.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say to that. That show's amazing.
Yeah,
And my biggest problem is the main character. I just don't find him entertaining like I did. What's the name from Breaking Bad? Like
He's not an absolute badass, obviously. Like, but he's not pretending to be a badass. He's a smart analytical guy. He's a smart analytical fella, and he's just trying to get his family to fucking vibe. I just find that fucking, and the way he does that is fucking OD. I don't know.
Nah, I'm good. That show is trash.
Nah, you just have trash taste, bro. You watch Game of Thrones. Oh man,
Whoa.
I got it. I knew you were gonna
You
say,
like
"Oh man."
Walking there,
Yes.
man. We can't
You prove my,
trash the other seasons.
Yeah,
We could trash season 7 and 8.
this man like Walking Dead, so he proved my point. Facts.
But
Walking Dead was fire, and I
No.
still like Breaking Bad. Is Breaking Bad bad? You like it too,
No,
right?
Breaking Bad is fire.
Oh! I thought so. Then it's fine though.
Oh, Better Call Saul's pretty dope too. I like that show.
I watched the first season.
What? Better.
Of
I-
Better Call Saul.
I didn't give it, but I have to try him harder.
I'm not that too
It's a
connected.
different feel to Breaking Bad. It's like if you think that, if you go into thinking this is a Breaking Bad show, like I don't think that's the right mindset to go into.
Yeah,
Like if you like Saul, or like his character, or his, want to see his journey into becoming that type of person, then you'll enjoy it. Because it has the
Yep.
same top tier writing. It's just like if you don't like Saul, then you're not gonna like it.
yeah.
I actually did like him, so I probably should watch that show.
I think it's quality. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't care about watching shows right now, to be honest.
Let me see
I'm
this.
about anime and video games right now.
Oh man, I feel that. So there's one thing, Jigga. I did not realize this until someone posted it. Did you know Danny was willing to let the Iron Island separate from the kingdom? If she was going to be queen, like
No.
the Greyjoys.
Wait, she's
You're
gonna
all-
let them.
Yeah, but she wasn't going to let the North secede. That doesn't make no sense.
Wait, no, she wasn't. Because
Yes,
At the
yes,
end, she was
yes, she was.
she said she was gonna go and do. I mean, I can't spoil shit, but
No,
But of
We're talking about Danny. Like she, like when Yara was talking to Danny, she's like, "We'll help you with the war, but we want to secede, and we don't want to be a part of your rule. We want to take care of our own people, our own, kingdom."
But then at the I could have swore she said she was gonna go against what she said when she was doing that huge speech.
Like I'll read this, right? Danny said, "You brought us 100 ships from the Iron Fleet with men to sail them. In return, I expect you want me to support your claim to the throne of the Iron Islands." The answer says, "He, which is Euron, murder our father and would have murder us. He'll murder you as soon as you have what he wants. The 7 kingdoms, all of them. Danny says, and you don't want the Seven Kingdoms? Yara says, your ancestors defeated ours and took the Iron Islands. We asked you to give them back. Danny says, and that's all? Yara says, we'd like you to help us murder an uncle or two who don't think a woman's fit to rule. Danny says, reasonable. Tyrion, what if everyone starts demanding their independence? Danny says, she's not demanding, she's asking. The others are free to ask as well. Wow.
Yes, but then again, what she said at the last, well, I mean, because it's basically bad writing at the end of the fucking show. Not the show, like, in that huge speech, you said she was going to go and unite everybody, basically. So, yes, she may have said that earlier, but she went crazy and was going to get.
No, but before, we're talking about before. Why didn't she want the North to secede?
I don't know, bro. This show makes no sense, bro.
Damn, this is bad. I didn't even know this. Like, I completely forgot the Iron Islands wanted us to secede. And she was like, yeah, fine. That's fine. But you didn't want the North, dude? What the fuck? The others are free to ask as well. Sansa ass. Nah, man. You can't ask.
I don't know, bro. So this is basically just chalk it up to shit writing.
Damn. I'm fucking devastated. This is worse and worse, dude. Figuring shit out, like, it gets worse and worse every time.
It'd be like that. Unfortunately.
Dude, everyone's gonna make like a compilation of everything that went wrong with this show. My God.
I mean, they probably need to, just to remind us that how shit these writers were.
Mm-hmm. Dumb and Dumber, man.
God.
They always fucking impress me about their bad writing skills. Oh man. I think that's it for this episode. It was a good episode. Who knows if we're gonna have more gaming topics or anything like that for the next week. I don't know. I think we're gonna do predictions because that's when E3 is gonna start to hit. Well, no. We might do predictions for both weeks. I don't know. But do thank everyone for joining in. Make sure if you're watching this as a video to hit the like button and share it with your friends, as well as hit the subscribe button with the bell notification. And Burrow says, Red Hood, what if I told you Season 8 was great in Game of Thrones? Burrow, I would say, man.
How you feel about that?
I just gotta say then, Burrow, you got some shit taste in TV show. Oh, no.
Fuck.
I'll be like, you like Dumb and Dumber? Hey man, be the third D. Be dumb, dumber, and dumbest.
Damn.
Yeah, that writing was terrible, but yeah.
But no, yeah. What else can you do, guys? Make sure to comment below. Let us know what you guys thought about the topics. Agree, disagree. What you guys thought about Game of Thrones. You know my stance. I'm gonna do a review for the last episode. I said I was. I don't even watch the show, dog. I know you don't. I know you were joking. I see you trolling on Twitter, my man, with the Death Note with Light fucking laughing.
Yeah, I saw that shit too. That was funny.
Yeah, I'll be creating more content, Game of Thrones, something else regarding Final Fantasy VII Remake, and maybe I'll do a E3 predictions for, I don't know, Nintendo, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that hyped for E3 this year, but do want to say thank you for watching, and Blessed Red, my man, where can they find you at?
Blessed Red on YouTube, 2 words.
And Jigga, where can they find you at?
You can check me on twitch.tv/Jigga for 1 word.
Nice. And you think we're not going to be on a podcast episode this week for Usual Suspects or no?
No, because I think you said we're taking off to E3.
Oh.
Well, if we want to do something, we can try to like all come up with some topics to do something. Because I don't think we should take off like that.
Yeah, that's like what, 2 or 3 weeks basically? No, I think that's 3 weeks.
Man, we just all have to try to come up with something to talk about. And that's all.
Yeah, I mean, there's some topics today, and I guess more opinion question topics or something like that. And Brewer was saying, thinking of reading the books, though we're gonna get the hardcover versions. I want to get the hardcover versions. I got the hardcover for Fire and Blood, but the rest are soft covers. I definitely will get a hardcover for Winds of Winter when it comes out. But that's it, guys. I definitely will try to post this on SoundCloud. I always keep saying this. Expect it to be Friday. If you guys want to listen to it when you're on the road, want to bump it in front of the ladies. No, I'm just kidding. Don't do that. Probably be like, what the fuck are you listening to, man? But yeah, this is the Overleveled podcast. Signing off.
Peace.